For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't gonna let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
Personal. The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry as he heads to war with CM Punk. From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 And this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014. Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here, a clear advantage he has over Punk. CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two men are completely beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as similar as they are in those respects, where they have diverged has become a point of contention between both of them, which has brought us to this point in the main event of a historic Monday Night Raw. Survivor Series 2023. The utter dismay on the face of Rollins when CM Punk returned, when hell froze over. These emotions have been building up inside Seth Rollins for the last 14 months. Seth Rollins says he's fighting for this company, says he couldn't believe that CM Punk verbally tried to tear this place down over the 10 years that he was gone, only to be embraced the way he was when he returned.
Tonight, Rollins intends on extracting this demon from his soul and WWE altogether.
If Seth freaking Rollins wants to finally earn a high-profile victory over CM Punk, he's going to have to do everything. And a schoolboy catching their opponent by surprise. And now taking the chance to go to the outside, get a little bit of distance. Headed out of the ring now. And Punk clearly ready for a fight here.
The top of the boom! That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes. Single underhook. Face first. Driven down.
You want to talk about dream matches? Even before the animosity started to boil between these two, CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins represented the best of their respective eras.
These men had some interactions, even some battles during Punk's previous run in WWE, but back then, Seth Rollins was only starting to gain notoriety as a member of the Shield.
Consider this, guys. When Punk left WWE, Seth Rollins had yet to capture a singles championship on the main roster. Now he's a Grand Slam champion in WWE, a four-time WWE champion, a Royal Rumble winner, and a Money in the Bank winner who cashed in the briefcase in the main event of Wrestlemania.
Wow. When you lay out Seth's resume like that, he might have an even more decorated career than the man who calls himself the best in the world.
Well, he's going to set him over the top rope with a big clothesline. Now what does he do? He's got the man right where he wants him, in trouble. Across the ring. Suicide dive!
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off. It could give him the mental advantage tonight.
All out of sorts. He won't see this coming at all.
Boom, connected. Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I know my notes handy. Who did Punk last face on Raw?
It says here he now works with office supplies.
Momentum isn't completely out of Seth's side just yet.
Brief sign of adrenaline from Rollins.
Huge knee to the jaw.
This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return in Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest.
Uranagi by Punk! He turns it
Into the Anaconda Vice. This one could be over.
Interesting place to lock in the submission. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Climbing to the top. What's he thinking?
From the top.
A nobody home on that one. Clubbing blow.
I missed you. I wanted to knee you in the face again.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification.
Oh, knee right to the spine.
And Seth has to love this. Has to love seeing the pain starting to set in on the face of CM Punk.
Oh.
I would start protecting my midsection a bit better if I were in their shoes.
Hoisted up, double underhook. Weaves out, and a clothesline counter.
Here's the cover, is it enough? Oh.
Wait, look at the feet. The feet are on the ropes.
Clearly, still very much in this fight. Ooh, using the sharp
Haymaker after haymaker.
Oh, that didn't go as Seth designed. Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up. Neither competitor is backing down.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken up. Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Just ejected from the ring. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
And the steam.
Spin kick to the midsection. It looks like things are spilling out into the WWE Universe.
Maybe looking for a powerbomb here. Simple but effective technique to get out of there.
Roundhouse kick. Now this battle is out of the crowd.
Just what's it gonna take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep. Is it enough for Punk? Repeated knees to the hamstring.
The fans in the front rows are getting their money's worth tonight.
Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count. Now he's back at ringside.
He's heading back to the ring.
Huge kick connects. CM Punk had suffered some injuries since his return. In fact, he tore his tricep at the Royal Rumble a year ago and was out of action for over 6 months. Punk says that tonight he's completely healed. But Wade, you're an athlete. And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
You hear them saying, I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness! Cover! Isn't it up? And a kick out!
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. I'm coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out. I don't know if it's resiliency, I don't know if it's sheer instinct, but I do know that tonight, CM Punk will not allow Rollins to be the better man.
Apparently, this match needed a mud horse. And another just non-stop aggression.
Punk avoids the attack.
What a way to shatter an arm.
Big time height on that kick. Mongolian chop.
Rollins drops his opponent.
The stomp. Going for the pin for the win. Oh, my God. Did you see that? Kick out at one.
How on earth?
What a battle Rollins has waged so far, but he's not finished yet.
Slipped out and taken out the legs.
That and reversed it.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbook CM Punk Anaconda Vice Grip.
Can the visionary
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
What a power slam. We're going to crank on that arm now.
Bang! What a punch. He's on the ropes and the ref calls off the count. Apparently, this match needed a mud hole.
Brutality.
Clearly some intent behind these attacks on the body.
Then a knee right to the throat.
The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, Seth Rollins, the second city saint, the voice of the voiceless, the ever-controversial CM Punk. A match years in the making has come down to this. Two men, both five-time world champions, physically exhausted, but refusing to relent, refusing to allow the other to take advantage of their exhaustion.
Choose any Seth Rollins nickname you want, they're all true. And the WWE Universe can't deny it.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Oh, a rough landing right into the barricade.
Delivered into the barricade.
I'm not sure this is necessary, guys.
Taking flight.
Oh, a soul-crushing splash.
Big-time payoff off a big-time risk.
Into the unforgiving barricade.
Side Russian leg sweep.
Rollins with a reversal.
Oh, whipped right into the diamond-plated steel.
Seth Rollins just goading his opponent.
We can see a count out here. He got in.
Opponent lifted up. Oof! Retaliating with a strong elbow.
Oh, clothesline. Seth Rollins, CM Punk.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
Submission locked in tight, and he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Reversal, and that turns things around.
Opponent doubled over. This doesn't look good. Stop! Did Rollins get enough of it?
Looking for the pin. And he fights it off.
A long 2.5 in the waning moments of this match. Takedown. Looking for the crossface. It's cinched in. This could be over. Looking to free the arm and does just that.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. That spells doom for Rollins.
Well-placed knees to the hamstring.
What a flying, coming down hard with the splash.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt.
Boom.
Oh, driving the elbow. Picture-perfect drop kick. Spinning kick to the gut.
Struck with a calf kick.
Neckbreaker. Very nice. Crank in the head.
Oh, look at this. Measuring. He's about to unleash something big.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Gonna sleep. And another. Looking to end this once and for all.
What a kick out at two.
Seth Rollins has never been known to lay down and hand out victories to anyone.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
Oof.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him.
Oh my gosh.
Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex.
Seth is down for the count. Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner,
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the 3 of us would meet in the main event on the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the Architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins, the visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds,
officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins. You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank and the heist of the century at Wrestlemania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance at WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
Has arrived in Sin City.
from Kingston, California, weighing 264 pounds, the ODC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry, marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger. The epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania, but this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ulafala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ulafala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ulafala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and glory. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins look thoroughly disgusted over the fact that Paul Heyman walked down to the ring with the Second City Saint. It is CM Punk's first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, he missed last year's WrestleMania with a torn triceps, and this year he goes into triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins, 2 men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. The first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. He's won championships, he's made friends, he's made enemies. Tonight is CM Punk's night. Tonight is CM Punk's main event.
The pressure has always been CM Punk's playground. The fire has always been burning, and his only addiction is wrestling. Each of these 3 men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. Taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're 2 of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way. Now a boot to the face.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
He gets sent straight down to the floor. Boy, what a kick.
Right across the knee. Heel hook locked in. This is painful.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, led by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
Wrestling down. It's cinched in. This could be over. Looking to free the arm and does just that.
A great display of confidence, but he doesn't want to give his opponent added motivation. Now bringing the fight back into the ring.
And backbreaker.
Calf kick on the money.
Roman taking on the offense, but I assure you, the big stage of a WrestleMania main event is not phasing him one bit.
Oh, that was a stiff shot with that kendo stick.
And he evades sudden, swift,
And makes the cover. He gets an emphatic kick out.
completely powered out of that pin attempt.
Suplex. Oh, he cuts it off. Sent flying out of the ring here.
Stopped cold with a clothesline.
Off the welts already forming from that kendo shot. And some effective offense with that one.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
And he heads back into the ring.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
Picture-perfect inverted DDT.
Back in the ring.
Hoisted up. Oh, right to the gut. Ooh, hard into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat.
I think that opened him up. The blood is beginning to flow.
Ruthless striking.
Just going all out with every blow.
Roman spear. That could be Punk's demise.
Rollins taking hold. He's launched.
And Roman.
He's eyeing the 3 count here.
He breaks the ref's count before 2.
He may be down, but somehow he's definitely not out at this point.
Oh, walloped by a huge club.
Oh, what a response. Sliding back in under the ropes here.
Hoisted up. Big power slam.
Into the pin. He just broke up the pin in the nick of time.
Into a big right.
Boom, what impact. He's headed out to the ringside area.
Opting for the candlestick. He's not worried about getting too fancy here. Caught with that axe handle.
Overhead suplex.
Oh, CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
Time to go for a ride.
Oh, an exploder suplex.
Able to slip out of that situation.
Boom, snaps the leg across the head.
Oh, down hard from the electric chair position.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Setting up for something here. And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is a tribal chief with no followers to come to his aid. And now headed to the outside.
Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
And a kick.
Oof, causing some serious wear and tear to the leg. Oh!
Kick lands.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
High-risk plans from Rollins.
Take off!
Landing straight on the knees, not the intended outcome.
Reigns laying down the gauntlet for his opponent.
Oh, just bouncing off that ring post. What a gruesome sound we just heard.
And now he's back into the ring.
Blast off! Whoa, look out!
A true sight to behold, only made better by that picture-perfect landing. Rollins steers clear of that.
This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda Vice locked in.
Can the visionary hang on? Things are beginning.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Oh, taking advantage with a clubbing blow. Getting sent to the turnbuckles.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk.
And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now, Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray? Hello, CM Punk. Shoulders up before two.
That's smart. Taking the one to catch your breath.
He is looking to do some serious harm. Being carried around now. out. This one's for the match. No, he gets the shoulder.
He may not have too much left, but at least he had enough to kick out there. And a well-placed calf kick there.
Snap suplex. Knew what Roman had coming.
Showing some extra scouting, knowing how to answer a counter with a counter of your own.
Heading back into the ring now. He answers right back. Boom! Read that one.
Reversal after reversal. These two.
Rollins with a head of steam. Big air.
Stop connects.
We've seen this win matches for Rollins. Kick out. I thought it was finished off for sure.
Roman Reigns simply refuses to stay dead. Charging himself up and going in for the kill with that.
Stop.
That has Roman counting the lights.
Wasting no time. Shoulders are down. There goes Rollins, kicked out of the ring.
CM Punk from the top rope.
Crash landing.
That is a long trip down for nothing but bruises and possibly broken bones.
This is what could happen when you take such risks like that.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
Rollins known to be irritating. We're seeing no different now.
And a well-placed calf kick there.
Bang! Top of the head crashing into the chair.
It looks like he's stalking his prey. Only one thing in mind.
CM Punk hoists his opponent.
Boom! GTS. Now CM Punk needs to end this.
And that breaks up the pin. Oh, look at this. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect.
Great aim on the test chair.
Rollins kick.
Reigns. Will that close Punk out?
Two. Oh, and he just kicked out.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
And after all that, Roman Reigns still hasn't ended this battle.
All eyes focused on this absolute war. In this business, it truly does not get more masterful than this.
Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex. Answers with an inverted DDT. That can turn this around. Under the ropes and back into the ring. Lift off. Cross body from the top. Shoulder down. Could this be it? Punk has beat the odds. Has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner,
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41, thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles that after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE, eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different than WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX.
Are you ready?
The two groups despised each other, and after months of chaos, it all led to Survivor Series. And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart packing to WCW in an event known as the Montreal Screwjob. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan, and I consider him one of the greatest of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime, something I never got to do. The plan is simple. Avoid the sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold, we know exactly what is gonna happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Well, Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds. He is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again? There is so much electricity in the air here tonight in Montreal. This is... Finds the roll-up. Quick pin. Championship on the line. Early cover for the title. The Hitman kicks out.
He might have been putting the cart before the horse with that pin, but it was worth a try.
Bang, what a hook. This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game.
Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels squaring off for the coveted WWE Championship. Hostile crowd here in Montreal for what might be the biggest match we'll ever witness. Just from a style standpoint, Bret and Shawn are totally opposite. Bret's slow, methodical, with a technical approach versus Shawn's fast, explosive offense.
We also know that neither of them is above doing whatever it takes to get the advantage. We can go back and forth about which style is better, but it all boils down to simply who wants it more.
Oh, and it's reversed. Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Bret and Shawn have called each other.
He's got to make some moves here or suffer the countout.
Avoids the countout now, but was using nearly all the leeway the referee is allowing.
Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in. From the top, through the air, and connects.
You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense, but I can't say it didn't pay off. Textbook fireman's carry takeover.
And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone they've encountered.
To the sky. Oh, my gosh, what impact.
More off for the title. New champ. And he manages to kick out in one.
And those kickouts are only going to get harder. Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there. That was something that never looks pretty, but is always effective.
And there is no other term for that than just cheap. A cheap shot. Defiant counter from HBK.
A chess match of counters and reversals happening here. And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever. Taking flight.
And completely missed the mark.
The high risk just resulted in a big splat.
Oh, my. Boot to the spine right there. Focused on weakening that arm.
Michaels putting it all on the line.
From above.
From way up, all the way down to the floor.
Taking flight only to find nobody home at ringside. What a disastrous miscalculation.
And now thrown back into the ring. Crucifix.
Hitman laying it into Shawn. Wants to always keep Shawn close, keep him grounded. That's pivotal for the champ tonight.
And crashing to the floor goes Shawn. He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Catches the boot and now turned into a dragon screw.
Textbook fireman's carry takeover.
Uh-oh. And he counters. Really needs to take this back to the ring ASAP. The referee's not playing around.
Some showboating from Shawn here.
He's able to beat the count just...
Oh, perhaps he should have been paying more attention. A DDT drives that head into the ground.
He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor.
Bret the Hitman Hart trying to fire himself up.
Once again, Shawn taking things outside. Delivers the cross body. Quick reaction to Hart there.
This is how Bret wanted it. A public assault of Michaels in front of the Canadian people.
This has got to be demoralizing for Michaels.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here.
Oof, driven down.
And there's a good blow to the body.
Measured knee drop.
There's blood in the water now. He better be careful.
He's got to make some moves here or suffer the countout.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count.
Oh, boy. Back in the ring. I thought the count was going to end this one. Goes into the corner.
Saw it coming. It counters it. This personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. Each man becoming breakout stars and leaders of a new generation in WWE. Up until that point, it was professional. But recent years and the weight of carrying the industry have changed these men.
The turning point was Wrestlemania, Cole, when Bret was screwed out of the title in that Iron Man match. If the score is tied at the buzzer, it is a draw, and the title should have remained with Bret.
Well, it certainly felt like we were all learning the rules as it happened that night, but tonight the rules are very clear in this match, so I highly doubt we'll see any kind of screwy finish tonight.
Hitman is performing with such precision right now.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
And he slides him back to the mat. And something Bret has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month ago against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He used every attribute to survive that encounter.
I've never seen a match more unholy than that Hell in a Cell match. HBK might not be surrounded by steel tonight, but I think the test in front of him is even greater. Michaels is going to need everything in him to survive at the Survivor Series.
Step through. Here it comes. Bret Hart, sharpshooter.
Just within reach of the ropes and forcing the submission to end.
Figure four. Leg lock. And this hold is getting tighter.
Needs to find a way out, reversing the pressure. That'll break the hold. Got him in the corner now.
Sudden cutoff from Bret. And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
Side Russian leg sweep. Looking to go up high.
From above.
And Bret up the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
And now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Body shot. Uh-oh.
Well-placed punch.
Pile driver on its way. Spiked. Sit out. Pile driver.
The challenger is not holding back.
Makes the cover.
Whoa! We have just witnessed next-level grit, resilience, and even more so, defiance. How do you stop that?
HBK thought he put the last nail in his opponent's coffin, but we still got a long way to go before we can turn the lights out on this one.
This match has gone above and beyond anything anyone expected tonight.
Neither Shawn nor Bret look like they're going to relent to the other. This has been more about punishing each other than winning the title. Getting put against the turnbuckles.
Bang! He finds a counter.
Double leg takedown. Oh, we've seen this time and again from the Hitman, the sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter's locked in. Hart is cranking it. Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already. Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.